Today we're talking about something many people misunderstand: the personality traits of those who cannot stand small talk and crave deep conversations instead. And no, this is not about being difficult or antisocial. Quite the opposite. We will discover that such people often possess remarkable qualities that set them apart. In a society obsessed with light chatter and surface connections, one tends to believe that casual conversation is the mark of social success. But is that really the case? Have you ever noticed that history's greatest thinkers were known for avoiding trivial talk? In this video, I will reveal 5 fascinating character traits that people who prefer depth over small talk often share. And believe me, after this video you will see your conversational preferences with completely different eyes. Before we begin, subscribe to Inner Mind, where we explore the depths of human consciousness. The first trait: intellectual hunger. Many think that someone who avoids small talk must be arrogant, but in reality it is often a sign of genuine intellectual hunger. Think about it. How many people today truly seek to expand their understanding? Most are content with recycling surface observations about weather and gossip. People who crave deep conversations have this burning need to explore ideas, to question assumptions, to understand the world fundamentally. They are not satisfied with what something is. They need to know why and how. Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." That is exactly how these people approach conversation. For them, talking is not about filling silence. It is about discovery, about touching something true and meaningful. While most people use conversation as a social lubricant, you use it as a tool for understanding. This intellectual hunger is like an unquenchable thirst. While others are satisfied with shallow puddles of chit-chat, you need the depth of an ocean. The second trait: emotional depth. Those who cannot engage in small talk usually possess something profound. Emotional depth that goes far beyond the surface. Look around. How many people are truly in touch with their inner landscape? How many can articulate complex emotions? People who prefer meaningful conversations have developed the capacity to feel deeply and think deeply simultaneously. They do not shy away from discussing grief, existential questions, or the complexities of human nature. Marcus Aurelius understood this when he wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." People with emotional depth recognize this. They want to move beyond opinions to touch something more honest, more real. While most people keep conversations safely on the surface to avoid discomfort, you dive into the depths. You are willing to discuss what troubles you, what moves you, what keeps you awake at night. This emotional depth is like a well that goes down to the bedrock of human experience. While others splash in the shallow end, you are exploring caves beneath the surface. The third trait: authenticity. This is not rudeness, but truth-seeking. If you cannot engage in small talk, it may be because you refuse to participate in social performances that feel meaningless, and that is a good thing. You do not make conversation just to fill awkward silences or meet social obligations. You speak when you have something genuine to say. While many engage in endless small talk about nothing, you are authentic. You know that words have power and should not be wasted on trivialities. You recognize the difference between connection and mere social protocol. Better to have a few profound conversations that nourish your soul than countless hollow interactions that leave you feeling empty. It is like a master craftsman carefully choosing his projects. Better to create a few meaningful works than mass-produce forgettable items. That is exactly how you treat conversation. Not as something to be distributed freely to everyone, but as something sacred that requires the right conditions, the right person, the right depth. The fourth trait: introspection. This is one of the most fascinating qualities that people who avoid small talk possess. When you cannot engage in superficial conversation, you often develop an extraordinary relationship with your own inner world. Seneca knew this when he said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Look around. Most people fill every moment with external stimulation. Constant chatter, endless scrolling, perpetual distraction. They're terrified of quiet, of being alone with their thoughts. But you are different. You have developed this rare gift of enjoying your own mind. You can sit in silence and be completely content exploring the landscapes of your consciousness. This ability to be introspective is like having access to an entire library inside you. While others desperately seek meaning in external noise, you know that the most interesting conversations happen in the quiet space of your own awareness. You can analyze your experiences, examine your beliefs, and grow through internal dialogue. This is not narcissism. This is self-knowledge, and self-knowledge is the beginning of wisdom. The fifth trait, conscious living. A preference for deep conversation over small talk shows that you are a conscious person. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And that is what distinguishes you. You care about the quality of everything, including conversation. While most people move through life on autopilot, repeating the same social scripts without thinking, you have woken up. You have become aware. You see the patterns, the performances, the meaninglessness of so much social interaction. You're not content with surface-level existence. You want to live deliberately, think carefully, and engage meaningfully. You perceive connections that others miss. You understand that every conversation is a choice about how to spend your limited time and energy. This ability to live consciously is exactly what our world needs today. While many remain trapped in patterns of mindless social performance, you continue to question, to demand depth, to insist on meaning. You recognize that life is too short to waste on conversations about nothing. You want to touch the real, the true, the profound. And that desire is not a flaw, it is a sign of someone who has understood what truly matters. In conclusion, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your presence here means so much. If this message resonates with you, if you see yourself in these traits, then know this. You're not alone, you're not difficult or flawed. Your inability to engage in small talk is not a weakness. It is a sign of intellectual hunger, emotional depth, authenticity, introspection, and conscious living. These are not problems to fix, they are qualities to honor. In a world drowning in meaningless chatter, your insistence on depth is revolutionary. In a culture that values quantity of connections over quality, your selectivity is wisdom. Share this insight with others who may need it. Give this video a like if it touched you, and subscribe to Inner Mind for more content that nourishes the soul and elevates the spirit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. See you soon for more deep thoughts.